2024 CR 2942, State of Texas versus Patricia Munoz. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Is that done for the state, Your Honor?
Anthony Cantrell for the defendant.
Yeah. And are you Ms. Munoz?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea of no contest to count one on June 10th. Excuse me, don't talk behind the court reporter. That's okay. Y'all just ask the deputy to move you to the end. On June 10th, you entered a plea of no contest to count one. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court deferred finding of guilt as you had applied for deferred adjudication. You entered a plea to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. State was silent on your application. And it appears that the punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 20.
Yeah, I believe counts from what I remember, state was silent and then range of punishment being up to 20, but I believe.
This is what you all have written.
I apologize. I'm my gosh, that's my bad. Yes, Your Honor. Yeah, in the event that you didn't grant deferred, then yes, that would be the request below the line. Yes, Your Honor.
No. So your plea bargain agreement, according to what I'm reading, is her sentence is to be assessed at a cap of 20 years in the prison, and the state is silent on her application. Is that what I'm reading here?
That's right. And then I'm just saying below the line, Your Honor, just what we had written. In the event that it was, that would be the request or the ask.
We're back on the record. So that the plea bargain can be clear. According to the plea bargain agreement, the state is going to be silent on your application for deferred adjudication. So that means they are not going to tell the court that they want you to have deferred, and they're not going to tell me that they don't want you to have deferred. They're saying that if I don't grant your application for deferred adjudication, the most time I can sentence you to is 4 years. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm that the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. What I just explained to you, do you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections to the state and your attorney adding that as a part of the plea bargain agreement?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State.
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any objections to the PSI report? State.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Any witnesses? State.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Defense.
Just my client.
All right. You may inquire.
Please state your full name for the record.
Patricia Nicole Munoz.
And Ms. Munoz, have you ever been convicted of any other felony?
No.
And did you recently obtain your children in civil court?
Yes.
How many children do you have?
5.
And are you taking care of them yourself?
Yes.
Do you have help from your mother and grandmother?
Yes.
Mother-in-law.
Yes, I do have a very good support system.
Have you done things in civil court to help you with respect to taking care of your children
Yes, I have.
and helping yourself?
Yes, I have.
Did you complete the family violence prevention services?
Yes.
And you did this on your own, right?
Yes.
And are you in elite counseling at this time?
Yes, I am.
And have you done this on your own also?
Yes.
And that was also suggested by the civil courts that you do that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't have a family violence case though, do you?
No, sir.
With respect to drug use, when was the last time you used any drugs?
In 2018.
And so you've been clean since then?
Yes, sir.
And who do you work for now?
For Santana Primary Healthcare
And how long have you been working with them?
for more than 10 years.
And so that's the only job you've ever had?
Yes, sir.
And you still have that job to this day?
Yes, sir.
How has your life changed without your the father of the kid that was Child Protective Services was involved in with him being out of the picture and you taking care of the children yourself?
Taking accountability for my actions, bettering myself for my children as well as myself. Just having a good support system, and pretty much just trying to better my life for me and my children.
So with respect to this case in itself, there was an issue with one of the girlfriends of the person you were dating at that time?
No, it's actually his niece.
I'm sorry, you need to speak up.
It was my daughter's father's niece.
And she was saying bad things about you.
Yes.
And that was because you were having the child custody issues?
Yes.
And you regret what happened in this case?
Yes, I do.
And if the judge were to give you deferred adjudication, will you follow all the rules and regulations, everything that she asked of you?
Yes.
As witness.
Any questions?
Silent.
No questions, Your Honor.
How many children do you have?
I have 5.
What are their ages?
9, 7, 5, 4, and 1.
All right, and who's helping you take care of these children?
I am. I have my mother and I have my mother-in-law as well that are helping me.
And is the CPS case still open?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
All right. And do you have documentation that she's doing well in CPS?
Judge, I know that she was awarded custody of the children and they're trying to terminate the father's, one of the fathers who was involved in the CPS matter because he was not getting involved in that. I don't have the documentation with me at this time.
All right, so who's your CPS worker?
Angie Steinel?
All right, if y'all want to call the CPS worker, see if the CPS worker wants to zoom in so that I can ask some questions. All right, so if y'all step back, I'm sure she has the CPS worker's number. We're back on the record in 2024 CR 2942, State of Texas versus Patricia Munoz. We do have the caseworker by Zoom. Could you pronounce your name for me, please?
Angie Steinow.
All right, Ms. Steinow, if you could raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Angie Steinow?
Do you know Ms. Patricia Munoz?
Yes, I do.
All right, are you the caseworker involving her family case?
Yes, I am.
All right, are you her caseworker, or the children's caseworker, or the family's caseworker?
The family's caseworker with Family Drug Court.
All right, can you tell me what is her status in drug court? How is she doing?
Ms. Munoz is almost completed the Family Drug Court program. She has successfully been engaging in individual counseling, family and group counseling with her domestic violence and her substance abuse treatment. She has been randomly drug tested throughout the duration of the case, including hair follicles, which she has tested negative. She also has been reunified with her children since May the 3rd, and the department has done very frequent visits, almost weekly and bi-monthly for the last couple of months. And she's been compliant, doing really well.
When is she due to expire from or graduate from your drug court program?
I believe it's the end of this month. She is in the stage 5 of Family Drug Court, which is the last stage.
And do y'all provide aftercare after graduation or no?
Yes, we do. And she also has a sponsor and a relapse plan.
And how long is your aftercare after she graduates?
It's at least 6 months, and she will continue to do NA meetings.
And in your aftercare program, how often are you all still supervising, viewing the children to see that everything is going well?
We don't particularly observe the children, as CPS will be closing out their case as well. So that will be Ms. Munoz going to the continued aftercare program on her own.
All right, so then in your aftercare program, how do you specifically supervise Ms. Munoz?
She will continue to report to her, one of the counselors at Elite Counseling.
And how often does she report to elite counseling in the aftercare program?
Twice a month.
All right, and if there are any issues with her reporting in elite counseling, are you all made aware of that?
Yes, we are.
All right, any other questions?
Nothing from the state.
No, Your Honor.
All right, a final question for me then. Do you think she would be a danger? I'm assuming you all don't think she would be a danger to her children, otherwise you would not be closing out the case. But do you have any concerns about her interaction with the children, or any concerns for her children if she were allowed to be placed on probation in this court?
No, I don't.
All right, do you think there are any conditions that this court should set to make sure she stays on the right path?
No.
All right. Anything else? All right, thank you. Thank you for zooming in.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
All right. All right, court's going to sentence you to 8 years deferred adjudication. I always ask for parenting classes, but if you completed parenting classes, you'll just need to provide the parenting classes that you've completed through family drug court. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, there's going to be proof of employment within 40 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors.
Judge, may I interject on that? Is what she has been doing for the last 10.
Doing what?
Healthcare provider.
And her whole life she's been doing it.
Well, here's the thing. I don't allow people to be healthcare providers when they're on probation in this court. If you want to be a healthcare provider, then there needs to be notice given to whoever you're employed with saying, I know this is what she's charged with. I know she's on probation for this amount of time, and the person that you're providing the healthcare for also needs to be made aware of that. And I need that in writing saying that they have no problem. Otherwise, you're not allowed to do it.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
let me just tell you, I'm not treating you any differently than anyone else. The reason why I do that is because sometimes these home healthcare providers, they would just hire people. They go into people's homes. Nobody knows if this person is on probation, has a theft, has an abusive history, and they're leaving them with somebody vulnerable. So I'm not going to allow her to be a home healthcare provider probation unless she provides a letter from her employer, and that employer states, and it's notarized, that they're aware that she's on probation for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and they're aware of her criminal history. And whomever she is providing the health care to, the individual, they need to provide a notarized letter saying, we know that she's on probation for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Here's her history, and it needs to be notarized, and they have no objections. Otherwise, she will not be able to do that.
Understood.
There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. You can do the UA or the patch. Probation will explain to you the patch costs more. There's to be no contact with Miranda Medellin, and for the record, the court did not receive any documentation in the PSI from Miranda Medellin. And there's also to be no contact with Renee Vasquez II. There's to be 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. If you provide proof that you completed parenting classes through family drug court, that will be deemed satisfied, and the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Field visits, one time per month for 4 months. And that one time per month is to begin November of 2024. I'm trying to time it a little bit, probation, with when CPS ends their contact with her. There is to be drug treatment, or I should say continued drug treatment with elite counseling, and you to report 2 times per month with them. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to
Judge.
own.
There is no family violence in this case.
No, there is.
There's,
No, there is.
she's not related to any of those people. And
There is.
we discussed that. We discussed that last time, also. Prior to-
Yeah. This is the niece, these are all family members, and she said it's the niece of the father of her child. Did she not say that?
Yes.
These are family members. So there is an affirmative finding of family violence. And because there's an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And with regards to the affirmative finding of family violence, it's in the family code. I follow it. If for some reason people believe my interpretation of the family code is incorrect, we can always revisit that. But for now, my interpretation of the family code is this is an affirmative finding of family violence. And my hands are tied. I can't say I'm not going to have an affirmative finding of family violence. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're off the record. Make sure you stay in contact with your probation officer. If there is an issue, let the court know and we'll take it up. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good luck to you. The court is calling 2023 CR 3275, State of Texas versus Robert Perez. Now parties announced for the record for the state.
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense.
George John Bart.
Are you Mr. Perez?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Showing you what's entitled Application for Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you the true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we're proceeding on count one alone, waiving count two and its enhancements.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments and Defendant's Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're being charged in count one with tampering with evidence with the intent to impair as a third-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
I believe he was.
Mr. Perez, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial, showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 5 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. There's no application for deferred adjudication and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State.
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 5 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation and 200 hours community service restitution. Did you understand that was a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No content.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State exhibit number 1 with office attachments.
No objection, Your Honor.
State you may be excused. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. My client realized that, understands that he made a mistake, Your Honor, and I think, you know, it was something that he understands that he made a mistake and he's accepting responsibility for it today, Your Honor. We are asking the court to follow the agreement and so that he can go ahead and proceed forward and prove to the court that this was essentially an aberrant behavior. I understand he did have some stuff that transgressions that occurred in the past, but those were a long time ago, and he is working now, and he has children that he's helping to take care of. That he I think one has autism and the other one has a disability, Your Honor, and he works with the mother on those, and so they alternate between, while one watches the kids, the other one goes to work and vice versa. So he does have people at home that he needs to help out and take care of, and he just wants to try to get his foot behind him, Your Honor.
All right, when you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be? And you will be drug tested today.
Clean. I haven't done no.
All right, so we're going to do a drug test today, and then I'll make my sentence.
Sure.
All right, so are you able to go to the restroom now?
I think so.
All right, so we're going to do a UA today. Here's the thing. You are agreeing to be on probation.
Yes.
When I ask these questions, I'm asking these questions so I can figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. I have sent people to prison before. Probation will tell you that. Your attorney will tell you that. The deputies will tell you that.
Yes, ma'am.
And I always try to give people the tools they need to be successful so I don't have to send them to prison. I take no joy in sending people to prison, but I will send you to prison potentially if you violate probation. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm trying to figure out what conditions you need so you can be successful. Now, if you want to stand before me and pretend that you're positive for meth because you previously touched meth from somewhere else, then what you're telling me is you don't need any drug treatment. And if you're telling me you don't need any drug treatment, I had better not get a motion to revoke because you're testing positive. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to put you on the UA hotline. So again, we're back to, why are you rendering a positive UA to me for meth? And you need to be honest. And if you're saying, hey, I haven't used drugs since this day, then I will send you off into this world with no drug treatment because obviously you don't need any. You have made your program and your program has been successful. You know why you're positive for meth. I was not with you. Your attorney was not with you. So if you want to continue with, I don't know how I got positive for meth, and maybe I touched meth, and tell me you don't need any drug treatment, I will not give you any. You will be on the UA hotline. And what I can tell you on the UA hotline, it's random and you test weekly.
All right, Mama. I don't want to disrespect you or nothing, but I might have like 3 days, 4 days ago, maybe.
All right, so why are you being dishonest with me? Why do I have to pull teeth for you to tell me what your issues are so I can give you conditions so that you can be successful? Obviously, the state wants you to have probation. They offered it.
Okay.
You accepted it. I want you to be successful at probation because otherwise you're just wasting everybody's time. And I could just say, oh, let's just send you to prison for 5 years. Is that what you want?
I do not want that. Yeah.
So let's pretend like this is the first time I'm speaking to you.
Okay.
When have you been using meth and how often?
I don't, I mean, it's, a recreational thing, I guess. I mean, I don't, I'm not, I was just,
I don't know.
I mean,
Your attorney was not with you, so he doesn't know how often you use drugs.
if it says positive, I guess, I mean, yeah, I'm positive, but.
No,
And Your Honor, if I may, I've admonished him that if he was honest about any usage, that he can go ahead and tell it without repercussions of fear of additional charges or anything like that. And this is mainly just to determine treatment programs, if any are necessary, and that he doesn't have to be concerned about being forthcoming and honest at this point in time, because it's not like he's going to be looking at facing additional charges.
no. So what's your drug of choice and how often are you using?
Every weekend, I guess, I would say.
Well, I mean, let's not guess. You know how often you're using drugs. And here's the thing. It is 12:46 p.m. Everybody in here wants to have lunch.
Okay.
Some of us, like myself, I haven't even had breakfast. So let's not have me continue to pull teeth from you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just be 100% honest. You're old enough. You're not a child. So just be honest with me. How often are you using meth?
Like once a week now.
When's the last time you used?
Like 4 days ago, or
Now, don't tell me 4 days ago because it wouldn't still be in your system.
3.
Was it Monday? Today is Monday. Did you use today?
No, ma'am.
Did you use yesterday?
No, ma'am. The day before.
All right, so you used on Saturday.
Yeah.
And were you taking care of your children on Saturday?
No, ma'am.
All right. So this is what the court is going to, I'm sorry, are you employed? What do you do?
I'm a mechanic, ma'am.
No one wants you fixing their brakes if you're high. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, the court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 5 years in prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. There's to be gang supervision, $2,000 fine, probated, TAP evaluation. Follow the recommendations of TAP. If TAP recommends inpatient treatment, we'll start with intensive outpatient treatment. I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. We're going to do parenting classes and probation. It can either be compadre, triple P, or rainbows. And once he completes parenting classes, the court will deem 150 hours of community service restitution satisfied. I'm going to want the UA hotline until further notice. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. No unsupervised contact with minors until further notice. Field visits one time every 3 months until further notice. Probation, is there anything else he needs?
No, Your Honor.
Just 1 second. Did I say regular reporting?
You did not.
All right, regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Okay. Is there anything else, probation?
You want to do a felony drug court referral?
Yes, we can do felony drug court referral, but the issue may be
Oh,
the gang membership.
Yeah.
So it's the Lost Boys or something.
Okay.
What is it called? It's in the police report.
Yes, ma'am. LA boys. But,
Yeah, LA Boys.
But, that's when I was a kid.
All right, well, we can see.
When I was a kid, man.
All right, what does LA stand for? Is that supposed to be Los Angeles?
Lanier Athletics.
Oh, Lanier Athletics. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry for wasting people's time.
No, it's just, I like for people to be honest with me, especially when everybody's trying to help you be a good father to your children and be a good citizen, okay? All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
It's not,
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to do better.
Yes,
You have
ma'am.
children,
I will,
okay?
ma'am.
All right, and if there's an issue in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. So if there's an issue, discuss it with probation. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can always come into court.
Thank you.
All right, good luck to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor, I just had a quick question, just a general question. I didn't recall if you allow buying out of community service hours or not.
No, not in every case. In this case, I'm not going to allow him to buy out.
Okay.
He needs to stay busy.
Yeah, because we were discussing it and I wasn't sure if I had the correct answer because I said I thought that sometimes you allow for a food bank there or Carver
Yes.
Center.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right. But I will tell you, I'm saying no now to him. But if you want to come back at a different time when he's been on probation for a while, then the court will consider it.
Yes, Your Honor, and I keep in touch with him, and then if there's other amendments or things, we'll try to approach the court before it becomes a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. 2021 CR 2910W, State of Texas versus Rick Anthony Contreras. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Charles Bunk for Mr. Contreras.
And are you Rick Anthony Contreras?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the documents entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and First Amended Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Rick Anthony Contreras who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2910W for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 grams to 200 grams on March 30th, 2021 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated case number 5 in Bear County, Texas. Defendant Rick Anthony Contreras within their failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of September, October, November, and December 2023, and January, February, March, and April 2024, violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. I will waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement? All right, state, what are you requesting?
Revocation, Your Honor.
Defense, what are you requesting?
We're requesting, Judge, that he be evaluated for the drug court and then get treatment, hopefully get treatment as required and recommended by the drug court. Mr. Contreras, he did not report as he pled true. His brother got sick in the end of 2022. His brother passed away December of 2023, which led, unfortunately, to his not reporting. In addition to that, there was an accident that he was involved in and his wife and son were involved in. His wife was in a wheelchair. As a result of that, she just recently has begun to walk again. So he didn't, while he was dealing with his brother's loss, he also was helping his wife, his then wife, now his ex-wife. He's no longer with that young lady. But he was taking care of his son and helping her recover from the accident. The combination of those things placed him in a position where he began to make some bad decisions and perhaps use some substances that led him into the path to where I believe drug court is something that would absolutely help him. He's asked me about it. I've explained to him that it's intensive and, is a difficult trail, but he says, hey, that sounds like something I could really use. So we're asking the court to refer him to the drug court, and then whatever they recommend he do, he's ready to do it. So I think he's an excellent candidate for that, and we'd like you we'd like you to send him there.
All right. Anything your client wishes to say to the court?
Am I correct in what I've said to the court?
Yes, you
You
are.
want to raise your right hand for me?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Rick Anthony Contreras II.
All right, what drugs are you saying that you've been using?
Marijuana, and I was using methamphetamines.
How often were you using meth?
I was using it every other day.
All right, so I don't understand how you're able to take care of family members, but you're using meth.
I was taking care of my son and everything, but when my brother passed, I just fell into a deep hole. I wasn't using drugs. I was only smoking weed. But when my brother passed, I dove into using meth.
And how old is your son?
My son is 4.
And you're taking a 4-year-old using meth.
No, I was taking care of him, and I stopped because his mom just started to be able to walk. She's able to move and stuff. She was in a wheelchair. I was taking care of him the entire duration of probation.
All right, so when did you start using meth while you were taking care of a 4-year-old?
I wasn't taking care of him when I started using it.
All right, so you waited until his mother could start walking, then you went off to start doing meth.
He started using meth after his brother. His wife had already started to walk again before his brother passed. So she was able to resume care of his son. But shortly after that, his brother passed. And at that point, he started using meth, but he was no longer caring for his son because his wife had resumed the ability to walk and care for their son.
All right, so why are you not reporting?
I didn't report because I was taking care of my son. I was in the,
And then his brother passed.
my probation.
Don't report because you're taking care of your son.
No, ma'am. My probation officer had sent me a text message telling me that I had a failure report. She's putting a warrant out for my arrest. I continued working at the same job. I didn't want to go to jail because I was taking care of my son at the time. I did not want to lose that and put her in a worse position while she was not fully.
So this is what I'm not understanding. I'm trying to
Yes,
get
ma'am.
to the crux of this situation. You are not reporting. You know you're supposed to report. Am I correct in that?
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you pick up the phone and call your probation officer and say, the mother of my son has had an accident. She's in a wheelchair. This is what's going on with my life. Can you help me a little bit on the reporting?
Your Honor, I did talk to her. The probation officer that I had was not cooperating with me. My first probation
So
officer.
let me stop you there. If that probation officer is not cooperating with you, and I've seen you before because you've been before me before,
Yes, ma'am.
why didn't you come to court and say, Judge, this is what's going on with my life?
I didn't know I could come to court and do that.
No, don't do that because I tell everybody they can do that. People get upset with me sometimes when I tell people, talk to your probation officer. And if you feel as though they're not addressing your issue, you can always come back to court. We're here Monday through Friday. I tell everybody that. I tell everybody that when they're placed on probation. And then when they have a motion to revoke from me, I always ask them, is there anything else that we can do to help you that you feel that you need? And then I tell them again, if you feel as though probation is not addressing some issue, you can always come back to the court.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about that. My first probation officer was really helpful, and she helped me a lot through all of my stuff. She would help me with my field visits. If I wasn't able to make it home in time or the field visit stopped, she would send them to my job.
All right. Any questions,
No, Judge.
defense state? All right. Here's the thing. You're not leaving the court today. You're either going to safe P or either you're going to be revoked. That's what's going to happen here today. And the reason why I'm leaning towards you going to safe P is because you have a son. He's young. Maybe you can get your life together, stop using drugs, and be there for him. But you're not leaving the courtroom today. So you have a choice. These are your choices. And there are no other choices that you have. One, I continue you. You're going to safe P. Safe P is a 9-month program.
Yes, ma'am.
You're going to be in custody. Number 2, I'll revoke you and I'll give you 4 years. Those are your two choices. And if you want to discuss it with your attorney, you can discuss it with your attorney.
Can I discuss it with him? Is that-
Yes. Is calling 2023 CR 4772. Mr. Waller, come on down. State of Texas versus Nathan Lee Waller. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Separate defense.
And are you Mr. Waller? Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
I have, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Waller, I'm showing you what's inside a true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
ma'am.
you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Waller, I'm showing you what's entitled court admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of theft under $2,500 enhanced? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you enter a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to a jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Mr. Waller, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 180 days in the state jail facility. There's a $1,500 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes.
State?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver repeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1 with all of its attachments.
No objections.
All right, State, you may continue to confer.
Thank you.
Showing you what's entitled waiving consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we're just asking the court to follow the recommendation of the ADA. Mr. Waller has been in custody for about 137 days at the Ware County Jail.
All right, Mr. Waller, why do you keep stealing?
Ma'am, my last time I was 17 and I didn't know any better.
But how old are you now?
I'm 32.
So what are your plans?
My plan is to get my tattoos removed and try to go to the Navy.
All right, well, good luck on the Navy, but they may not accept you. It depends on what your criminal history is, okay?
Do Army?
They're all the same. So it depends on criminal history. So let's say, I'm not saying it won't happen, but if that were to fall through, what are your plans?
I will just have to go to a boarding home.
Okay.
I get disability, and I have to take my medication and do as I'm supposed to do.
Okay. All right. Can we go off the record for a moment, please? Can you mute us? All right. So here's the thing. Make sure that you do that, because otherwise things are going to backslide and things are going to fall off. Okay. So time when you're released, make sure that you go for Center for Healthcare Services, and make sure that you go to Salvation Army.
Okay.
All right. And if there's an issue with either Center for Healthcare Services or either for Salvation Army, you can come back to this court and let me know, and I'll make phone calls if nobody has any objections to try to get you the help that you need. Okay.
I will. My family, they're supporting me mentally and physically, and I got a caseworker at what's that? Center for Healthcare Services.
All right. So you need to stay in touch with your caseworker. Okay.
Yes.
All right. How much time does he have in at the jail?
137 days, Judge.
All right. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 137 days in the state jail facility. State. Let me ask a question concerning this.
Judge, I don't believe you can.
Yeah, I know, because the minimum is 180. So this is what I wanted to ask you all. So it appears that he has, based upon his arms and everything, that he has some mental health issues. Is his history just theft cases?
He does have a burglary and habitation in his past, Your Honor, that he has convictions for. If you'd like, I believe I put it in the steps, the easy to read one.
Yes. All right. It's very important that you get this mental health issues taken care of, okay? And you don't have any doubt that he's competent.
I don't, Your Honor.
All right. So this is what we'll do. I'll follow your agreement. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 180 days in the state jail facility. And here's the thing. Let's say even if you had 180 days state jail credit time right now, they would still transfer you to the state jail facility and release you from there. Okay? There's going to be a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. And the court will give you credit for any time served. Is there anything else with regards to sentencing?
Nothing further.
You have a question?
Will I have to go get a new number?
No, but I do know they will process you. So they'll process you in. And if the part of their processing is that they give you a new number, they will. If not, because I've had sometimes people who are through TDCJ, they keep their number. So it just really depends, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question of what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to your attorney. Do you understand? All right. All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 2712B, State of Texas versus David Michael Garcia. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Glenn Payne for the defense.
Are you David Michael Garcia?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I'm going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same David Michael Garcia who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 2712B for the offense of theft of material, 50% aluminum, bronze, copper, less than $20,000 on August 9, 2022 for a period of 4 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 5 in Bear County, Texas. The defendant, David Michael Garcia, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January through April 2023, in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True. We'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
Any objections to the waiver?
No, yeah.
Mr. Garcia, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility, and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I did.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
Yes, there is, Your Honor, and it is to deny the motion to adjudicate, continue on as deferred, and alternate amendment to include DDRF.
Is that the agreement?
It is our agreement, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garcia,
Yes.
is there a reason you didn't report?
I, lost my, the bus ticket and I couldn't find it, so I figured they're just gonna throw me back in jail or prison, so I just didn't show up.
All right, so when things like that happen, what you need to do is if you can't get to your probation officer, pick up the phone, call the court, all right? You understand?
Okay.
You're on probation. Everybody who's on probation, I want them to be successful. But if you don't communicate, we don't know what's going on. Then we think you're just out and about, right? So next time you need to stay in contact and call. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Probation, what is the wait time for DDRF?
Right now, it's 13 weeks.
6 to 13 weeks?
Yes, yeah.
All right. Do you have any mental health issues? I'm assuming so because they're requesting DDRF.
Yes, I did.
Are you seeing anyone?
I get, the medicine from.
He's getting the medicine in the jail, Your Honor, because he's been in the jail. He's been diagnosed with schizophrenia, anxiety, and depression.
All right. Have you been seen, when you were not in jail, have you been seeing a psychiatrist or going to, for the Center for Healthcare Services?
No, I figured they'd just pick me up over there, so I just stayed on the road. Running. And I turned myself in at Corpus Christi because I was getting tired of running. They didn't catch me. I turned myself in.
All right. This is what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Can we check to see if felony drug court will accept him back? And then they'll know that there's a dual diagnosis issue. If they don't accept him, we can still have him scheduled for DDRF. Do you understand what I'm requesting?
Yeah, it sounds like you're.
Sounds like what?
Sounds like you're requesting DERRF.
Yes. So I think your evaluation for felony drug court may be sooner, and they have a dual diagnosis program. So I don't know if they knew of all your mental health issues, because I see you were placed at a pay it forward sober living. But I'm receiving a report that you were overwhelmed by it all. And I think that may be because of the medical issues. So what I will do is I'm going to refer you back to felony drug court and let them know that it's a dual diagnosis situation. And we'll also have you scheduled for DDRF. So if that way you're just not sitting there waiting, and whichever comes first, that's the one you'll end up with.
All right.
All right. How does that sound to the defense and state?
Good to say, Your Honor.
Defense has no objection, Your Honor, just for clarification. So if he gets back in the drug court, you're going to allow him to do that?
Yes. And if you're back into felony drug court, you need to remember to let them know that you have a mental health diagnosis, because if you don't tell people, they're not going to know.
Okay.
All right. They may or may not accept you, but I think the turnaround for their evaluation will be quicker than DDRF.
All right.
Because do you all still have to do the medical clearance and everything for the D? So they'll have to do the medical clearance. That's why it will take so long.
Okay.
So I'll deny the motion. Alter and amend conditions. To include a referral to felony drug court and DDRF. And we'll have him brought back just to see where he is in the process, because I don't want you to get lost in the system. So let me see here. And Bashan, you're saying it's going to be like 6 to 8 weeks?
6 to 13.
6 to 13 weeks.
That's for the DDRF.
Mhm. So we're going to put a phantom date in the system of November 20th. So it's not going to show up on our system that it's November 20th, because if we do that, then DDRF is going to say, oh, he has a court date, so we can't do anything. And they're going to put you to the back of the line. So your attorney knows, and you know that it's going to be November 20th, but it's not going to show up in the system. You understand?
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court?
Could I get a copy of the paperwork?
We'll give you a copy, but
All right.
when you get a copy of that reset form, don't say at the jail, this isn't in the system, because it's not going to be in the system.
Okay.
But we'll give you a reset form, okay?
All right.
Can I get a reset form, please? And then, State, you may continue to confer.
Thank you, Judge.
You know what? I'm sorry. That's the week of Thanksgiving, correct?
Oh, I didn't look. Yes. But
Yeah, and I always try to give the staff some time off with their families during the holidays. So let's put it we'll put it, Bashan, it's going to be November 16th instead, because I realize the 20th is the week of Thanksgiving, and I always try to give you guys a break. So it will be November 16th.
Okay.
Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning.
On behalf of Mr. Davis, Mr. Davis informed me that he had other issues he wanted to discuss with you, and I didn't believe he had the proper opportunity to discuss those with you, Judge.
All right, what issues?
I want to state you about the affidavit and the morning that I didn't know nothing about the charge, whatever.
All right, so here's the thing.
I'm not mentally and physically. I wasn't mentally and physically.
All right, now, here's the thing. You're charged with felon in possession of a firearm. That's the charge. That's all the court knows. As far as what documentation the state has that says that you were a felon in possession of a firearm, since it's felon in possession of a firearm, I'm assuming they will have a judgment that says that you've been to prison or some other judgment. And then they will have a police report or something that says you are in possession of a firearm.
Yes, but I wasn't.
No, time out. This is not the time for me to hear what you think the facts are. If you want to do a bench trial, that's when I will hear the facts. Otherwise, I'll hear the facts at a jury trial. You understand? So now is not the time for me to hear the facts of your case. The only time I'll hear the facts of your case is one, if maybe there's a motion to suppress file, or two, you decide that you want a bench trial, and that bench trial will be where witnesses are presented to me, and I'm the person who's making a decision on their credibility and whether you're guilty or not guilty. But you are not allowed to have a bench trial unless the state agrees that you can have a bench trial, because the state is entitled to a jury trial as well. If you decide you want to do a jury trial, what will end up happening is 12 people will sit on the jury. The state will present whatever evidence they have, and then we will go from there. And either the jury will find you guilty or not guilty.
I was trying to say I wanted another lawyer because
No, if you want another attorney, you need to hire one. All right? The way things work here, one, I require that everybody treat everybody with respect, because everybody's just trying to do their job. I've been a defense attorney. I've been a prosecutor. Sometimes the state will make an offer. My client would say, that's a ridiculous offer. I don't want that offer. And I would tell the state, the answer to your offer is no. And then that would mean that my client was rejecting their offer. Sometimes a client would tell me, you know what, I want to accept that offer, but I'll accept this offer, which would be called a counter offer. And I would go to the state and I would tell the state, guess what? My client said they will only accept this. And then at that point, the state can either say, all right, we'll accept that, or they can say no. So I know sometimes people don't like the offer that maybe the state is tendering to their defense attorney, but that's not necessarily the defense attorney's fault, because that's what the state is offering. Okay? So if you want another attorney, you'll have to retain one. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor. My client realized that understands that he made a mistake, Your Honor. And I think it was something that he understands that he made a mistake and he's accepting responsibility for it today. Your Honor, we are. And just like that, the legal hammer falls. From a mother fighting to protect her lifelong career to a man owning up to a major mistake, justice in this courtroom moves fast and leaves no room for excuses. If this video kept you glued to your screen, share it with a friend and make sure to subscribe for more crazy courtroom drama.